The mayor of Natchez, Mississippi, Dan Gibson. Good morning, or excuse me, afternoon now, Mr. Mayor. How are you today, sir?
Afternoon, Gerard.
Great.
Afternoon. A real honor to be with you today.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. So, you've got a lot going on down there in Natchez and Adams County as well. Some construction projects I've been reading about, and a new biorefinery that looks like it's
Yes,
going to be locating in your area. Velasquez, is that how you pronounce it?
that's right. That's right. Gerard, the America's largest biorefinery is headed to Natchez. It's going to be a $1.5 billion deal, and they just secured financing this week because they have a fantastic client lined up for the next decade, Southwest Airlines, in addition to a memorandum of understanding with British Airways. And
Wow.
so they're excited, we're excited. Had a great meeting with the governor's office a few weeks ago, and I must say I think Mississippi Development Authority is excited as well.
Well, what were the deciding factors, Mayor, in this organization locating in your area there? What brought them there?
Well, Gerard, this is a firm that's been working on this technology for over 15 years, and they've been looking all over America for a site. They needed a site that had access to the waterway for movement of material, actually movement of the finished product. They also needed to be sure they had a supply of timber because what they do is they take timber resources and the old pulp that's being thrown away now, they recycle that, and through the magic of chemistry, they do in a lab what it
Okay,
takes millions of years for Mother Nature to do. So
I
they
got
found
you.
Natchez, and we met that criteria. Only problem, Gerard, where they wanted to locate our industrial park, it flooded every year. And so, with the help of the legislature and leaders in Jackson, we got funding out of the 2021 legislative session to finish a levee project, and it's making this happen.
Wow, that's awesome. So, how many jobs will this bring to the area?
About 100 at the plant itself, and then 300 or 400 spin-off jobs at the beginning, because it will boost a lot of suppliers, trucking, and other industries in our area. But who knows in the long run? We're
Yeah.
very excited about it.
Yeah, because projects like that, they have a tendency to attract others. When they see folks like this invest in that kind of
That's
capital,
right.
$1.5 billion, and other folks say, well, this may be an appropriate place to expand to crank something up. It's sometimes you just get a big breakthrough like that, a lot of other stuff follows it and flows afterwards. So, well, congratulations on
And
that.
Gerard,
That's awesome.
thank you. Another thing that's helping this, we're in the final stages of a $14 million makeover of the railroad from Natchez to Brookhaven with the help of a Tiger grant that the city was able to achieve a couple years back. This project now has made it possible for Velocity to locate, but also now we're going to see a lot of other industries locate. We've got the river, the railroad, we've got the port, and we've also now got the I-14 designation, America's newest interstate. It will be
Yeah.
coming right through Natchez.
Yeah, I talk about that. I read a report about that. I-14 coming right through Natchez. So what's the route there?
Yeah.
So sandwiched between
Well,
10 and
it will
20.
follow. It will follow most of the current Highway 84.
Okay.
It will basically, yeah, you're right. It just kind of cuts in between a path of 55 and I'm sorry, of I-20 and 10, and it's just going to cut a path through the southern United States, and
Wow.
it's going to bring more economic development our way.
There's no question if it's going right through your town like that, Mr. Mayor, you're going to have stuff you got to believe is going to sprout up all over the place because of the access to the interstate. And the other good thing about this is going to relieve some of the east and west bound traffic on 10 and 20.
That's right. That's right. However, I don't want people to think it's going to happen overnight, Gerard. We know it's
Oh,
going to
sure.
take a number of years. We're talking a lot of money. But in the meantime, we're just doing all that we can to promote what we already have and is working. And what we have, I think, really at the heart of our success is we just have a great historic city on a beautiful bluff here on the most majestic river on the planet. And we are a city that is growing in unity, harmony, opportunity for everyone, and is drawing people to Natchez in record numbers. We have now sold, I think, close to 700 houses in the last 16
Wow.
months. And
Wow.
we've had so many new businesses open. And on a per capita basis, our sales tax performance is right at the highest in the state. We're told we are, by MDA, we're told we're one of the fastest growing economies in Mississippi now.
Wow. Well, congratulations to you, Mayor. That's fantastic. And what's the structure of the city government there in Natchez? Is it a mayor council form?
It is a mayor. We have a special charter, Gerard, and so the mayor is the chief executive, and then we have a board of aldermen consisting of 6. And our
Okay.
election cycle is different from other cities. We all just got elected in July of 2020, and I'm really excited about our board. You know, you're not going to agree on everything all the time. Every once in a while, you might have a sore head or two, kind of like the welcome sign in Puckett, Mississippi. But as long as we have, 300 good old folks, as the sign says, we're going to make things happen.
Yeah. Well, and the positioning of Natchez in our state, as you said, on the river, the bluffs, and so forth, and right outside the Pine Belt, it's unique, and it seems like a great place to start a family, grow a family, and start a business, and just live your life.
It really is. Gerard, the message we're getting across, and it's happening more and more, Natchez, like a lot of small towns in the past, been stuck in what I call that sorehead mentality. I call it, stinking thinking. And negativity is as contagious as the flu. And I really believe our country has a really serious case of the stinking thinking flu right now. Well,
Yeah.
we're overcoming that in Natchez. We are talking positive. I think back to my old friend and an old hero of mine, Kirk Fordyce, when he
Yeah.
came out with the signs for Mississippi, only positive spoken here. Well,
Yeah.
that's what we're doing in Natchez. And this positivity is spreading, and it is really catching on. We've got this positive vibe, and it's exciting, and it's wearing me out because we have events every weekend and thousands of people coming here literally every weekend.
That is awesome. Well, that's got to be a lot of fun. You're so right. I mean, even as a product of the private sector, if you run around and you're just sulking and miring in negative thoughts and sentiments, it's not good for your private business either. And the same extends to a city such as yours. It's the same thing. It's an organization. It's a community.
That's right.
And you got to think and be positive. And it doesn't mean you don't have issues. You have to address those, but you got to keep plowing forward as well and leverage the strengths.
That's exactly right. You know, the
That's
old
just it.
saying, attitude is everything.
Yeah, it's totally true. So you said you have 6 aldermen, right, on your council?
We do.
On your board of aldermen, I guess.
That's
So,
right.
yeah.
We have six wards, and we have representation all over the city, and we do have a diverse board. And like I said, while we don't agree on everything all the time, we are making a lot of progress, and on the things that count, we're agreeing on. But I want to say, every meeting that we have, we are plowing new ground and getting things done, and I refuse to give up. And I'm just grateful that a majority of the board is really following along with what we call the Natchez Renewal, and it's been phenomenal to watch. And I've made some really great friends with some of these aldermen, and
That's
I couldn't do
awesome.
it without them.
Well, we got to go, but it sounds like a new renaissance is what I'm going to call it. It's happening down there in Natchez, and we appreciate your leadership and congratulations on all your success,
you.
Mr. Mayor, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Gerard. We call it the Natchez Renewal. Come see us.
I love it. We'll take a break right here on Middays. We'll come back with more talk. Stay with us.